Hello once again and welcome to my channel. Do not forget to subscribe so that you can watch more of our great videos. Okay, today I want to talk about the mystery of star hunters. Star hunters. What am I talking about? Who are the star hunters? Destiny hunters. They are people who hunt down other people's destinies. They hunt them down just to steal them and to make your life miserable. We talked about the star in the other video, the power of your star, and explain what your star is. Now, the mystery of star hunters. What are star hunters? Okay, let's see from the Bible. In the book of Ephesians 6:12, Paul says that, "Be strong in the Lord and the power of his might, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood." Listen to this carefully. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, rulers of this dark world, spiritual wickedness in high places. Another translation says that spiritual wickedness in the heavenly realms. Another translation, spiritual wickedness in the cosmic realm or the cosmic kingdom. Where's the cosmic kingdom? Where the stars, the moon, the sun is. So Paul specifically say that we wrestle with forces which are in the cosmic realm. What are they doing there? They are fighting our spiritual stars in the sky. Paul was very clear: be strong in the Lord and the power of his might, for we wrestle not. That means it's a constant struggle. Principalities and powers. Those principalities and powers, those witches are what we call star hunters. They hunt down people's stars to steal them. You remember the story of the wise men. They saw the star of Jesus. Now, let me tell you something. If Jesus wasn't Jesus, I'm very sure the wise men would have stolen the star and sold it to Herod. You get my point? The reason why these people study the stars in the sky, so that they can steal them, so that they know how to manipulate them. Because we Christians, we don't study stars in the sky. Star hunters, they do that. They study, they know which destinies are there, which great destinies are about to be born. They know. You can see it from the story of Jesus. The wise men knew about the birth of Jesus 2 years before he was born. They knew he was going to come. Imagine. Just imagine. They are able to know if a great person is going to be born. Why do they have this information that they can know, so that they can be able to steal, kill, and to destroy? Because that's what the devil does. Now, I've had great testimonies and true stories of former witches, former witch doctors who are now born again, who are preaching the gospel, and it is a true story. They say that witches do fly in the night spiritually. They go into the spiritual sky atmosphere and to look for stars of men. They hunt down the destinies of men and steal them. Just like when they saw the star of Jesus, the wise men saw the star of Jesus and they knew who he was. You know what I mean? Witches, they also go in the night. They study stars. They fly in the night and they're able to, they have that ability given by the devil to steal those stars. When they steal your star or they cover your star, they tamper with their destiny. You know, it's so painful. You know, some of these people you see in the market carrying luggages for other people, some of those people were supposed to be great. Some of those people, their destinies were stolen. The madmen, you see them walking around in town, some of them have great destinies. They were just stolen. Somebody else is using their destiny. It's so bad. It's so heartbreaking. You can find a village elder in the local setting. The village elder, maybe the youth leader or the elder in that area, maybe his potential was supposed to be a president or a minister or ruler. Now, because his star was tampered with. His destiny was tampered with. He ended up becoming a village elder or just a local leader. Someone who was supposed to own chains of supermarket just owns a kiosk, a small kiosk. Why? Because his star has been tampered with. These things are true. They happen. You might be there. Maybe your star was tampered with or it was stolen. These things are true. Paul says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. These witches are principalities and powers in the cosmic realm, in the spiritual atmosphere, fighting our stars. I've talked about it in some of the videos, how Lucifer attacks the stars of men. But today I want us to look at it from another angle. Let us go a little bit more deeper. Now, there's there are four ways through which the devil attacks, or witches attack the stars of men. The first one is the stolen star. They can steal your star. They go into the spiritual atmosphere, star hunters, and they steal your star. Now, when they steal your star, what they steal? They steal your star and take it to sell it to another person. For instance, if a businessman goes to a witch doctor, say, okay, I want my business to become great, or even a politician, and to be a prominent politician, and the witch doctor, what the witch doctor will actually do, will go into the spiritual atmosphere to look for the stars of those people who have that potential, that power to become great politicians or great businessmen, and then they steal that star and they sell it to their clients. That's why you find most of the young people in the estates roaming around, stealing, doing odd jobs, whereas those people were supposed to become great. They carried great destinies. Why? Because their stars were stolen and sold to somebody else. It happens. In the Garden of Eden, what happened? Lucifer came and stole the dominion which God had given to Adam. That's when the problem of stars became. Lucifer stole the star of mankind. He stole it. And once he stole the star of mankind, he took the dominion from Adam. He took over the earth from Adam. Adam was left broke, miserable, and cursed. When your star is stolen, you look like a cursed person. It happened in the garden. Adam lost everything. He became naked. Why? Because his star was stolen. His power and authority was stolen. But thank God, Christ came and took back the authority. Now, and another story is also the story of the prostitutes in the Bible who came to King Solomon. The two prostitutes, one, they both had two boys, and one slept on his child, and then he died and switched and took the baby of the other woman who was alive, and took a dead baby and gave it to and exchanged. When they went to King Solomon, you know how King Solomon solved that case. It happens. People can exchange your destiny. They steal it from you and give it to somebody else. This is a way through which Satan attacks the destiny of men. Another way is, I call it the covered star. Your star can be covered. They may not steal it, but they can cover it. It happened in the story of Job. If you read Job chapter 3, Job's star was stolen. Job was lamenting because his star was covered, not stolen. The star of Job was covered. When your star is covered, your glory begins to diminish. Things begin to dwindle down. You begin to fail suddenly. Things begin to change. Nothing seems to work. Why? Because your star has been covered. It happens. The star of Job was covered. When Job's star was covered, his children died. He lost everything. Every miserable things began to happen. Why? Because your star is your destiny. Your star is your life. When somebody touches your star, he touches everything that concerns your life. So Job's star was covered. If you go to Job chapter 3, you'll read the story. Say darkness covered. Job was not calling for darkness to cover. Job was lamenting about what had happened, because when he was talking in Job chapter 3, the misery had already happened to him. So Job was lamenting about what had happened to him. And another way through which the devil attacked the stars of men, I call it the servant star or the slave star. It happened in the story of Joseph and Potiphar. Potiphar knew he was successful because of Joseph. There are employers who know that their company is growing or their business is doing well because of the stars of the people whom they have employed. In some cases, some of those employers, they can go as far as bewitching you or tying you spiritually so that you don't leave their business, you don't leave their institution, because they know that your star helps them to become successful in whatever they're doing. Potiphar knew that he became successful because of Joseph. And also, Laban knew God blessed him because of Jacob. He knew it. So it's very important. That's why I call it the servant star or the slave star. You become successful. You make others successful because you work under them. And sometimes they enslave you spiritually so that you don't leave their company, you don't leave their business. That's why you find people they are mistreated in their work, they're not paid well, but they still can't move out to find other jobs. Why? Because they are spiritually enslaved. Now, another type of the servant star, you find it in some families. What happens is parents can decide to enslave the star of their baby, unborn baby. These things are true. They enslave the star of the unborn baby so that they can use that star to become rich. In such cases, you find these children are born abnormal. They're born like they have Down syndrome or cerebral palsy. It happens. These things are true. They are such children, they are the source of wealth in the family. These things are common with the Asian people and the Arab people. They do that a lot. You find that person is usually the source of their riches because their star was enslaved to bring riches to the family. The other way through which the devil attacks the stars of men is I call it the star of association. When you associate with somebody, his or her star can affect you positively or negatively. In the story of Lot and Abraham, Lot was blessed because of his association with Abraham. You can be blessed not because you are good, but because of the company you keep. And you can fail in life not because you are bad, but also because of the company which you keep. Association matters. Whom you marry matters. The wife whom you marry, the woman whom you marry will affect your star. The woman whom you marry will affect your destiny a lot. Will alter the course of your life, because that person, that man or that woman will also come with his own star, and it will affect you in one way or another. It's very important to know whom you marry. You must be very careful because their destiny will end up affecting you either positively or negatively. There's some people who flourish when they marry, but there's some people who don't. So such things you should know whom you marry. You should let the Holy Spirit reveal to you and give you wisdom and understanding. Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to send us your financial contributions so that you can help our ministry to grow and carry out special activities and events throughout the world. Thank you and God bless you.